Welcome to Supernatural History TV, where today we'll be talking about the origins of the true Grim Reapers. Many historians concluded that the Grim Reaper we know today came from the 14th century due to the Black Plague. The iconic look of the Grim Reaper is quite common, and many know it as the skeleton wearing a black robe with a scythe. The appearance of the Reaper can be broken down based on the time period. The skeleton became the embodiment of death. The black robes represent what the religious figured appearance was at the funeral, and the scythe to harvest the crop. This represents humans being plucked from the earth. For Grim Reapers, many cultures have their depiction of death personification. Many Grim Reapers are Celtic gods or Norse mythology, such as the goddess Hel. Another example would be in the Celtic tradition, particularly in the Irish mythology. There is a deity known as a Dullahan. The Dullahan is depicted as a person with his head tucked in between his arms with a wide smile. It is known to ride on a black horse or a carriage that are pulled by two large black horses. The Dullahan would stop next to those who are about to die and whip those who see their grim image. In ancient Greece, there is Thanatos, the winged young man, the god of death that would accompany the souls of the departed to the underworld. In the Hindu religion, there is Yama, also called the god of death, that rides on a black buffalo carrying souls. As said earlier, many of these long stories can date back to the 14th century, and that is because of the Black Plague. But does it go back further than that? The persona of death, the god called Mot. Mot is very well known among the Phoenicians, the Hebrews, the Arabic, Samaritans, Akkadians, Egyptians, Canaanites, and Christians. So who was Mot? To learn more, go to the channel and search Forbidden Knowledge, Gods of the Bible, Mot. In short, Mot is well known in the Baal cycle, known for being the god of death, infertility, and drought. Mot is one of the sons of El and is the main adversary to Baal. Mot defeats Baal, who returns later with the help to defeat Mot. In the Hebrew Bible, Mot is also called Mavet, and some scholars even theorize that Mot is the inspiration for the Grim Reaper. In Elijah's battle against the prophets of Baal, Elijah explains, Mavet has arrived. Death has climbed in through our windows and has entered our fortress. It has cut off the children from the streets and the young men from the public squares. Says, this is what the Lord declares. The dead bodies of men will lie like refuse on the open field, like cut grain behind the reaper, with no one to gather them. Some scholars theorize that Mavet's servants, according to the text, are the ones that caused the plague in Egypt and the death of the firstborn. God's Reapers, the Death Angels. Death Angels, or also called Destroyers, are mentioned multiple times throughout the Bible, causing mass death all unleashed by God. It is also mentioned in Exodus to punish the Egyptian. God sent the Destroyer to deal with Egypt. The religious text explains that to protect against the Destroyer, they had to mark their homes with blood to still the wrath of God, and that no harm would come to their home. But the Destroyer brings death and plague to all. According to some religious scholars, the angel once unleashed reaps all righteous and wicked. So who are these death angels of God? Well, let's get into it. According to some texts, the angels of death were the first created angels on the first days of creation, each giving powers but always subservient to the Lord. Furthermore, according to the text, there are 6 angels of death, the first being Gabriel, Cabrizel, Mashbeer, Mashhit, Af, and Hemeth. The angel of death called the Destroyer is called Ha-Mashhit. Samuel is also considered an angel of death, being the leader of the angels and considered the head of the Satans. In the Hebrew Bible, the death angels are also called destroying angels. They appear in the Bible a few times. It is widely believed that God is responsible for the death and destruction, but some scholars suggest that the destroying angel is the one to carry out the deed as they are commanded. David, face to face with the destroying angel. The text describes that Israel was to be punished due to David's census, and described in Corinthians. David looked up and sees the angel of the Lord standing between heaven and earth with a drawn sword in his hand directed against Jerusalem. The angel was sent to destroy through the orders it was given. With the destruction, it describes in Corinthians that God regretted his actions and told the angel to halt. The Lord renounced further punishment and said to the angel who was destroying the people, "Enough! Stay your hand." Another instance of these destroyer angels is in the siege of Jerusalem by Sennacherib, king of Syria. In this instance, the Lord sent angels to deal a plague that killed over approximately 185,000 soldiers. The reapers and the reaping of the fields. According to Matthew, the Lord will send angels, the reapers, to reap the wheat for the harvest, and the wheat represents the souls of the world. He who sows the good seed is the Son of Man. The field is the world. The good seeds are the sons of the kingdom, but the tares are the sons of the wicked ones. The enemy who sowed them is the devil. The harvest is the end of the age, and the reapers are the angels. Therefore, as the tares are gathered and burned in fire, so it will be at the end of this age. What do you think about these reapers? Leave it in the comments below. And remember, stay tuned in for more Supernatural History TV.